my name is Jason and I'd like to officially welcome you to my YouTube channel, a channel that I jokingly refer to as the Jason Factor, because if I don't end up in the hospital, breaking something, setting something on fire, then it's a good day. Now, full disclosure, although this is my intro video, we have shot a few episodes already. We will air this intro video and then those other episodes, and then eventually we'll catch up to real time. Unfortunately, it's something I had to do because we have really bad winters here, and I couldn't get the footage that I needed for this intro video. This channel is strictly a time waster. I'm doing it for my love of cars and the fact that my wife told me to get the hell out of the house and do something productive, okay? So here I am, and hang on a second. When I say it out loud, that sounds really mean, like she just wanted to kick me out of the house and get away from her, but I'm sure that's not what she meant. She meant like, Jason, go do something that makes you happy, because seeing you happy makes me happy. So that's probably what she meant by that. Okay, so now that we have that all sorted out, let's get into the actual intro part of this video. The first thing I'd like to do is show you guys a little bit of footage of the two cars that I currently have. My daily driver when the weather is good is a Jaguar XJS, pushing out around 620 horsepower. I also have a 93 Mazda RX-7 FD that should run 9s this year if everything goes as planned. I also want to give you guys a quick tour of the garage that we're sitting in right now. This has been a dream build of mine, for a long time, and I was finally able to make it happen. So as I said, I'll give you guys a quick tour of this garage. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to unveil a project car that I bought specifically for this YouTube channel. So YouTube actually made me buy a car, and that's what I told my wife, that YouTube made me do it. All right, guys, so for a quick tour of the garage, I guess the first thing we'll talk about is this flooring. So this is a pretty cool product by a company called Swiss Tracks. Each tile is about 15.5 inches, I think, and you can actually see through the tiles down to the concrete, which is pretty cool because all the dirt and debris will fall down through the top and keep the surface clean. The downside is, I guess, if you drop any oils or liquids, you're going to have to remove one of the tiles to get at it to clean it up. Not a huge deal, because all I do is, if I know I'm working on something that's going to be dirty, I just lay down a tarp or an old blanket or something like that. Here is my Atlas 9,000 pound two-post hoist. I went with a two-post for a couple of reasons. Number one, it saves room over a four-post, and number two, it's obviously a lot easier to work on cars on a two-post hoist. I do store cars in here in the wintertime, so I have a car on top of each other in here, but it's not really an issue with a two-post hoist because I just make sure that the lock is engaged and it's good to go. What do we got over here? Quick tool cart and oil can for oil changes, a little bit of decoration. Up here we have a natural gas heater. Air hose connected to a small 22-gallon air compressor. This is a pretty cool piece. It's a Red Bull fridge in the shape of an old gas pump. I really like this photo. This is a picture taken from a friend of mine, or by a friend of mine. Had that dry mounted and put up. TV, stainless steel workbench, toaster oven, grinder, Stainless steel cabinets. The Porsche, Jaguar, and Mazda sign actually have LEDs behind them that I can turn on, which is pretty cool. When they're on, it gives a pretty neat effect. Couch and chair. These tables I actually made out of some old wheels that I wasn't using anymore. And they turned out really good. So I've got this coffee table and this side table. Sticker bombed garbage. Got the sink. Also could be used as a urinal if you're in a pinch, I guess. Some more decor. So this wall here is definitely not done yet. The garage is still a work in progress. I got to figure out what I want to do to make this wall look better. If you guys have any ideas, by all means, post something in the comment section. I guess the last thing I want to show you guys is the ceiling. In order to make sure that we had enough height to put a lift in here, we went with 11-foot walls, which is the maximum that we were allowed to do, but then we also used scissor trusses for the roof, which gives a pretty cool effect and ensured that we had enough ceiling height. Up there you also see the 2 speakers, Bluetooth speakers, the fan. And that's about it, guys. Alright guys, it's time to unveil the car bought just for this channel. I got my son Jacob, hi, his friend Max, hi, and Max's sister Chloe. Alright guys. So that about wraps it up, guys, for my intro video. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you have any questions on the garage itself, please feel free to leave me a comment and I will be more than happy to answer each and every one of them. Keep in mind, as I mentioned earlier, there will be future episodes featuring the RX-7 and the Jaguar, so the details on both those cars will come out later on. In the meantime, the next several episodes are going to focus on Project Copperhead, which is the 300ZX twin turbo that we unveiled earlier. Obviously, since we picked that car for this channel, there's a lot of things that car needs to get running properly and looking mint, but we will get that car both running and looking like it rolled off the showroom floor. So if you like that sort of thing, please go ahead, click the subscribe button, click the like button, click the notification button, click the crap out of all buttons, and that way I can prove to my wife and to my kids that what I'm doing is worthwhile and not a colossal waste of time, right? And it'll prove to my friends that people will actually watch me. They might even find me funny, they might find me good looking, you know, and then maybe I'll even make new friends, and you know, I might even make a lot of money out of all of this, who knows? Catch that shit? Awkward silence. And that's the first thing in YouTube school that they teach you not to do. You don't repeat yourself in YouTube school. Good day, good day, good day. And then all of their subscribers are going to subscribe to my channel, because I'm pretty sure that's how YouTube works, I think. What the fuck was the next? And all that kind of shit. And why am I getting so emotional? No, what? 655.283 horsepower cars.
Not a mechanic.